pretty good. It's pretty good. I've been, super happy with obviously the group that we have from a talent standpoint, but even just the communication and the work ethic and the way those guys practice. It's really awesome. Those guys want to practice every day. They want every rep. They want to run every play. They want to be out there. That mindset is going to help us a lot, especially come late in the season.
What have you noticed the dynamic between Chad Hall and those guys?
It's great. I think Chad does an awesome job. I mean, he's definitely unique in the way he coaches the position, and it's been cool to see his perspective and the way he does it. I think he has an amazing relationships with all the guys, and I think that's why he's able to, have those great relationships, is because he gets deep, gets to know them. And I've seen that firsthand, and just the way he coaches them. I think he's really passionate about it. The guys can see that. He played the position. He has experience. He's been doing it for a while now. He's coached some great ones. So I think those guys have a lot of respect for him. I do as well, and I think he's doing a great job.
Trevor, what wide receiver has pleasantly surprised you the most?
Surprised? I don't know if I'd say surprised. I think Kevin's having a great camp. Kevin Austin. Obviously, all of our guys right now: Zay, Christian, Calvin, Evan, Ag. All those guys have been doing a great job. I think tight ends. You look at Garrett Prince, has looked great. I mean, he's had an awesome camp so far. So I'm excited for him, just to see him getting better and better. That's awesome. He's going to help us a lot. I think Elijah Cooks and Jacob have looked great. All of our guys, really, from top to bottom, we have a really good group. Really smart. They know the system. They know what they're doing, and it's not always like that. I've been on teams where some of the guys that might not be starters or second string guys, they don't necessarily know all the stuff. They don't know what they're doing. They're not making the plays. And it seems like every time you turn around, someone's making a play, no matter which group's in there. And I think that's encouraging for us to see, and just to have so many guys that are playing well.
How much of this is kind of figuring out some of your guys' catch radius, put the ball in different places to figure out if a guy can go make that play?
Yeah, it's definitely getting to know, my guys. Obviously, I know Christian and Zay and Evan and Ag. We played together last year or 2 years, some of those guys. But I know them, but still learning more and more, putting them in different positions. Maybe they didn't run some of these routes last year. Maybe we formation things a little bit different or whatever it may be. And now we're trying to give them some new plays, some new routes, whatever it is. And then obviously Calvin, every day is a learning, just a learning experience of, how to throw a certain ball, when to trust him on this route, with him, it's like sometimes he looks covered and he's not. He's just got that ability to go up and make a play, and really great route runner. When do I trust him to win on certain routes? I think we're still learning all that. It's still early, but I love how our relationship's coming along and our chemistry is growing every day. And I think today we had some nice plays.
How much more command do you feel like you have of the offense at this point than maybe a year ago? Is this something like you're fully have the whole thing under your belt?
Yeah, I feel really comfortable. Feel really confident. Feel like that's me, but that's also the other guys. We've had so much experience together and so many different situations we've seen. It's nice to be able to lean on those when you come out, for your second camp in this system, to lean on some. You can go back to week 14 last year and remember checking this play against this team and this coverage, and so the call comes up again and you see the same thing. It's like, all right, you remember when we did this, and you can just get to it quick. So I think that is that's so valuable when you think about an offense, and just being able to do that and get yourself in the play that you want. And as a quarterback, that I feel confident and I can just go play free because I know what I want, I know what I like, and I know what my guys are good at.
In a certain amount in the preseason coming up these next couple of games, and what do you need to see here and in there to feel good?
You asked, do I need to play?
You feel like you've got to get out there in these game situations.
Yeah, that's something we're going to talk about, and it's kind of whatever coach wants to do. And obviously, I think it's valuable to get some reps, and especially you got a few new pieces, get some live game reps where it is full speed, it's full contact. There's something on the line. I think that's definitely valuable. Who knows how much that'll be? Whatever it is, I'll be ready. And you just want to be clean. You want to execute. You want your offense to look sharp. You want to make the plays. You want to be smart. Do all that stuff and just be clean. And I think that's the main objective. Obviously to play well too, but that's the same thing for whether it's the starters or whoever's in there, to play well and execute our offense. Just like we're doing out here. Just carry that over to a different opponent and go win the game. So however much that is, I don't know the details on that yet, but we'll be ready.
Twitter has been asking, have you been approached about the quarterback series on Netflix?
Yeah, I was approached. I decided to not do it this year, but that was just something where I feel like it's just not the right time for me. Who knows, maybe in the future, but I think it's I watched the show though. The show was great. I think they did a great job. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it there.
Maybe a silly question for you here about guys on the whiteboard, coaches. They got good handwriting, bad handwriting. Like
That's a random question. Like who? Like offensive coaches?
Yeah, like guys you worked with over the years. I mean, it's kind of your telestrator at times, learning,
well,
right?
Well, now, I mean, yeah, yes and no. And now we have so many different. Everything's printed off. It's done in a program. Like it's on. They do it on a computer, so everything's straight lines. It's typed, so it's not. The handwritten stuff isn't as big now. Obviously, like you talk about notes and just drawing stuff up on the board real quick to, kind of brainstorm stuff is different. But now you got everything that's done on a computer, so that's nice. But so I've had good and bad handwriting, or coaches with good and bad handwriting.
How about you when you had to go through
It's all right. It's not the best, but it's legible.
All right, let's do two more.
Walker Little, somebody you came in with. Just what kind of growth have you seen from him, especially over the last year?
Yeah, he's done a great job. Last year and our rookie year, he was kind of thrown into a spot where maybe not expected necessarily, but had to go in and start and play. And every position's tough to not expect it and have to go in there and play the rest of the season, but especially left tackle. I mean, that's probably one of the harder ones. So he's done a great job, and he's always been ready. That's something that I think has been cool to see, is a guy that's not a starter or wasn't a starter, but has been ready every week like he is. And then when he gets the opportunity, there's no drop off. And I think that's what you look for in guys in our team, and he's been a perfect example of that. And so he's ready for this opportunity. I think he's going to do great. Got a lot of confidence in him. He's worked really hard. I think you've seen him, get more and more confidence over the last 2 years as he's played more and proven himself. So I'm excited for him. Oh,
he's not your current teammate, but Justin Ross has made a few plays over in Chiefs camp. Have you seen that at all?
I've seen him.
How does that make you feel, knowing that that's a guy who, he's had to fight for a spot in the league?
Yeah, it makes me feel happy for him. Just I played with him. I know him really well. We came in together at Clemson. Great player, and just the person he is. He's got a great work ethic, and to see, obviously, the battles he's had to go through, some of the adversity. It's cool to see him kind of getting his opportunity, and I hope he, just continues to play well and takes it and runs, and the Chiefs use him well. I think they will. It's been awesome to see from him. Obviously, I've seen that a million times in practice, so I'm not surprised at all. But to see him get that opportunity, it makes me happy, and I'm just excited for him.
You mentioned the knowledge of the offense. Do you see that in his speed you make decisions, in the speed that the offense moves?
Definitely. I think, we still got to this is the part of camp where we starts becoming full speed, contact, longer days. We got to do better of getting in and out of the huddle, playing a little faster from that standpoint. But once we get into what we want and we get the checks or whatever it is, we get the changes done, we're playing really fast at the snap. And so that's good to see. We need to get a little bit better pre-snap, but that's going to come. You're playing with a couple new guys. You got to get all the kinks worked out. But I think we're playing really fast. I feel like my decision making has been, much quicker than in years past, especially at this point in training camp. And that's, like I said, just the confidence in my guys, knowing what they're going to do versus different looks, and also being able to get to really the right play for me, for us, for what we want to do.
Thanks, Deb.
Thank you, guys.
Devin's got your pad.
He's got everything?
Ready for
Cleats,
whatever.
too?
He's got it. Yeah.